Good evening, fellow treble winners. Stephen back here with another video. I've been away for a few days, a couple of days off because I had a bit of a cold, bit of a runny nose, unfortunately. And when I'm not well, my nose starts to run quite a bit. I just bad sinuses, and I tell you what, it's not conducive to making video content when you're constantly blowing your nose. So I needed a day off just to recover. I'm back here right now to talk about all things Manchester City. As you probably noticed, I didn't have a chat about the Red Star game. I didn't have a chat about the academy stuff. I didn't chat about Michael Hamilton, Oscar Barbary, Cole Lewis, Mateus Nunes, all of those things. And of course, I've not really talked yet about the Club World Cup draw, which has just been announced an hour ago. Erling Haaland's latest news. There is loads to discuss in the world of Manchester City Football Club. So I'm here right now. Mike's a bit weird. Right, okay. Let me find out what's going on. 1, 2. Oh, is it too loud? Is that better? Is that better? Is that any better? 1, 2, 1, 2. Should be better now. I don't know what happened there. For some reason, the audio was boosted absolutely loads. Let me know if that's any better, chat, and I'll start this video again unintentionally. Better. It should be better now. I don't know why, but yeah, perfect like you. Thank you, Kimmich kid. Is that Nicola in the chat? It seems to be better for what I can see on the mixer anyway. It's also distorted. Weirdly tinny, but it's better. Right, okay, let me see what's going. I'm no closer than I usually am to the mic, I can guarantee you that. So what's causing this now? Why is my... One, two. There we go. I should be back now. Is that any better? I should be back, and you should be able to hear me. In theory. There we go. Does it sound okay as well? We go again. Does it sound alright? I don't know what happened there. Sometimes computers do weird things. Turn my computer on. For whatever reason, I didn't even think to check the volume because why would you? For some reason, it maxed out on the gain. It maxed out on everything. There we go. I should become a mime. There we go. There's some miming for you. Anyway, guys, welcome back to another video. Stephen here. I've just had a terrible intro. I apologise for that. If you're watching pre-recorded, it's not too bad for you. If you're catching up to me, anyone else. That is a meme, actually. Yeah, you should be a little bit better by now. Anyway, welcome back to another video. Of course, as I was saying at the top of the video, I didn't do a video yesterday or after the Red Star Belgrade game because I was a little bit under the weather. I had a bit of a cold, and I just wanted to get better and rest my voice and sinuses up a little bit. So we're here today anyway to talk about all the things that I missed about the academy brilliance that we witnessed a couple of nights ago, about the news about Joshua Kimmich apparently linked to Manchester City Football Club, and of course Urawa Red Diamonds, Manchester City's opponent in the Club World Cup semi-final in Saudi Arabia for FIFA. It should be fun, man. It should be fun. An awful lot of fun. So I'm going to start. Do you mind if I just sort of go back initially for a day or two? Elder's on to me. Stephen isn't real. It's pre-recorded. I am actually just highly advanced AI. And don't worry, if I'm highly advanced AI, you've got nothing to worry about in the world. Yeah, we're all safe, basically. You've all got jobs still, if I'm AI. Unfortunately, Elder, I wish you were right, because that means we'd be safe, but we're not. I am very real, sadly, for you guys. So basically, I want to go back a couple of nights because I want to quickly talk about the Red Star game because it had loads to talk about. I even made a thumbnail. I even got the live reaction ready, but I sat on my desk here right now, and I was there like, just couldn't do it. Like I was blowing my nose every 2 seconds, and it was driving me mad. I looked like Rudolph, man. I had a bright red nose. I just couldn't get through. So I just thought, you know, I'll do it tomorrow. And I never got around to doing it yesterday because it wasn't too well either. But that game was so much fun, man. That game was so much fun. Like the way I saw that game was I wanted to enjoy it in any way possible. I love a game like that where there's absolutely no expectation on your side, where, you know, you just want to see how the academy lads get in or whatever, or change the team. And Pep actually used Oscar Bob, Michael Hamilton. I only did 2-3 minutes on this bit, by the way, but I wanted to talk a little bit of what it meant for me as a Manchester City fan, based in, of course, Manchester, a Manchester lad, City fan all my life. Just to see these young lads come through and live our dream, essentially, as City fans, it meant an awful lot. And Michael Hamilton, man, you're not going to get a better debut than that for what it's worth. I think he had 93% pass accuracy, so he didn't give the ball away. He scored a beautiful goal out of position on the right, Aguero-esque finish into the roof of the net. And of course, as well, won a penalty when playing on the left. Like, what more can you ask? If that was Jeremy Doku doing that, none of us wouldn't be surprised, and we'd all be banging the drum and retweeting the compilation on Twitter about him. That's what we'd be saying. A wonderful cameo. Now, Pep did sort of dampen the spirits today. He talked about Micah being a second-team player. He said Oscar Bob is a first-team player, Micah's a second-team player, but we may need him. He was very honest there that he's not currently a first-team player. But I was really impressed with that, man. I was really impressed. I thought he was a really explosive and electric cameo. That's the kind of thing you need from a young player, a fearless young player, a lad from Crumpsall, which, if you don't know where that is, if you're not from Manchester, it's like, 10 minutes away. It's barely anything from the Etihad Stadium. It's up towards Prestwich Way. It's just, he's a local lad, as local as it gets. He's from North Manchester. He's been at City since he was about 9 years old. It's really impressive to do that. I don't know if he supports City. I hope he does. But either way, he loves this club. Absolutely. And him, of course, Oscar Bob as well. Not quite a Manchester lad, but his goal as well. The beauty of that chop and change in direction and the finish. Look, I am not saying he's Lionel Messi, but the quality of that finish, it was Lionel Messi-esque. It really was. That is such a Messi kind of chop and change in direction. He doesn't do step overs, Messi. He just changed his body and shifted direction at a great speed. And that's what Oscar Bob did. It was beautiful. Oscar Bob, of course, is the real deal. Another wonderful performance from an academy lad. Rico Lewis as well. That photo of those three, by the way, Michael Hamilton, Rico Lewis, Oscar Bob, it will go down to me as a sort of iconic photo. It's just wonderful stuff. Proof of the City Football Academy absolutely paying dividends on a Champions League night. On the night that Man United, the night after that Man United crashed out, being terrible, this City side, these youngsters stepped up and showed just what actual excellence looks like. That is a legacy, man. It was so much fun to watch. I really enjoyed it. Rico Lewis, just excellent composers, brilliant as always. One of the players of the group stages so far. Mateus Nunes, what a cameo as well. And Calvin Phillips getting his goal. I just enjoyed the game, man. It was good fun. Now, of course, we'll move on. I want to talk about that in more detail, but we'll move on for now because I really liked this interesting bit of information. I'll jump over to the big screen. Joshua Kimmich has been apparently linked to Manchester City Football Club. Now, this has been broken by a journalist called Steve Kay. Now, he was one of the people that actually sort of pushed hard on the Gravenberch to Liverpool deal. I think he was one of the ones to break that initially and got that right. So this guy's got a reasonable credibility. He is a transfer expert, sort of. I've lost the... Oh, where's it gone, man? Why has it gone back to there? There we go. He is a man of pedigree in terms of reasonable pedigree, and he's got us potentially down to go for Kimmich, which is interesting. Now, Joshua Kimmich would be a wonderful signing for me. Him and a double pivot alongside Rodri, and it's a game over for everyone. Now, of course, Kimmich hasn't had the most wonderful time as of late over Bayern, but his quality is undeniable. Apparently, he's not really big... on Thomas Tuchel right now. He's never had an agent, but the latest report suggests that he's trying to hire an agent right now, which suggests a potential transfer abroad, a big transfer abroad. If you're negotiating your own contracts with Bayern, he can do that on his own. He doesn't need that. But when it's a move abroad, it gets way more complicated if you're dealing with image rights and all that kind of stuff. So the idea that him trying to hire his own agent could be indicative of a move away. 28 years old, which is the age that we signed Fernandinho, by the way. 4-1 out with Thomas Tuchel. It looks like with his contract ending in 2025 as well, which is only a year and a half away now, things could be on the cards for a potential move in the summer. Like, Kimmich to me would be wonderful. I think he would bring what we potentially hoped for in Declan Rice. Industrious, brilliant, creative, versatile energy. I think Kimmich is a complete footballer. Obviously, his best time was under Guardiola, and he's not quite been at his very, 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 very best as the last year or two. But I think someone like Kimmich would quickly find his brilliance. Once again under Guardiola. Apparently, according to Elder in the chat, he doesn't like playing alongside Goretzka. Goretzka's more like dynamic box-to-box, isn't he? He's not like the most creative player. I think Rodri would be way more complimentary for Kimmich than a Goretzka. And Manchester City side, of course, in midfield is way more versatile anyway than Bayern's. And I think he would just sort of suit it. Tuchel isn't really, he isn't kind of the guy, in my opinion, for a Kimmich. And I think Pep loves him, man. He's one of his students. I'd be buzzing. Of course, we've been linked to Musiala as well and a few other players. I do think that we are going to sign some midfielders in the summer. I do think a lot of it depends, of course, on Kevin De Bruyne and how he's going to come back. But we will see, man. We will see. But I like the idea of this. He's 28, Saint Brilliant in the chat. He's 28 years old, which is the age that we signed Fernandinho. So, to me, that is a great age. It's experienced age. We'd get 5 years minimum out of him. I'd be more than happy at this stage for a bit of Joshua Kimmich. Of course, as well, Valentin Barco apparently is doing really well. That it could be sort of signed soon. There are some rumours that he'd go on loan to Leicester, isn't he? If he came for a few months just to sort of get up to speed with English football. Wouldn't be against that either, actually, given the fact they're top of the Championship right now. But that is also interesting. I also wanted to talk about the latest in terms of the draw. Now, we've drawn. Where have you gone? Urawa Red Diamonds. Literally, my honest reaction when I saw that was like, I read it as "You're a red diamond," and I just felt out loud to myself, "No, you're a red diamond," because I'm a child, and my head is just stupid, and that is the extent of what I know about Urawa Red Diamonds. I mean, I will Google them right now with you. I know they just beat Leon on the Mexican side. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I know they just beat the Mexican side, Leon. I don't know if they're any good or not. We will find out if they're any good. Here's what we know about them. They are 4th currently in J League 1. They're not even having a great season. Vissel Kobe, Yokohama, respect to the CFG there. Second, Sanfrecce and Urawa Reds currently down in 4th, way off the top. If that season's over, is it? No, it is over. They came 4th. They've had a terrible season. It's shocker. This is all I know about him. Urawa Red Diamonds, colloquially Urawa Reds, also known as Mitsubishi Urawa Football Club, from April 1992 to January 1996, is a professional football club in the city of Saitama, part of the Greater Tokyo area in Japan. The club plays in the J1 League, the top tier football of the country. Its name comes from the former city of Urawa, now part of Saitama. There we go. That's all I know about him. I don't know anything about how they play. Urawa, is it? Urawa? I don't know. Apparently they weren't much coping in that game, according to people in the chat. They didn't play very well. Look, you've got to sort of... we're currently 4th. Yeah, but we're currently 4th in the Premier League, Evan Davis, so I would say there's a slightly different thing, And also, we also know we're not out of second gear yet, man. We'll get going, Evan. We're strolling down some side roads. We're not on the motorway. We will fine. We'll be fine. That Boa Stephen cooking. What do you mean, mate? By the way, does anyone want to see a really good Santa? Of course you do. I went to a play group with Ruben earlier and Nicola. And look at this Santa, man. I couldn't believe it. This is the Santa that was there. Look, I am not down with the kids, but that outfit went hard. Look at that Santa. That was the Santa that was he had a necklace and everything. Look, he like Dumbledore mixed with Santa. That's what I did today. What an absolute dude. There you go. There's a good Santa for you. But other news, we've got Urawa Red Diamonds. Look, to be honest, I would suspect it's pronounced Boa. I don't know. I don't even know what, mate. Santa got drip. He has. Most drippiest Santa you've ever seen. He's just a cool dude, man. He's just a cool dude. And I was very impressed by... He's called Santa Steve as well, actually. So he's something about Steve's. Must be top dudes. So I'm expecting we should win this. And I actually sort of can't wait to win it if we do win it. I really like the idea of winning the Club World Cup. I mean, we'll be champions of the world. To say that out loud, it's just wonderful. It's just wonderful. I don't know what you're on about. Look, guys, stop telling me how to pronounce it. I'm just going to call him Urawa or Yorawa. I don't know. I have no idea. Kev was talking, by the way. Do you want to hear the latest Kevin De Bruyne comments? Of course you do. Kev said, on his recovery, it's going really well. I had surgery. It was a big injury, but we're getting closer to the new year. I'm doing really well and hoping to be back on the pitch soon. I'm certain I'll be fine once I'm back on the pitch. I hope to just keep on playing good football, and that is good enough. Absolutely, Kevin De Bruyne being back would be wonderful, wonderful news. An absolute world-class footballer. I can't wait to see him back. And I think he changes an awful lot for us too. And also, sadly, Guardiola has confirmed that Erling Haaland will not play against Palace this weekend, which would indicate that Julian Alvarez probably will play. And I'm sort of fine with that. I think it's fine. At home, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Kevin De Bruyne, he said, I want to be the best. I don't stop. I want to be in the best team. I want to be the best player in the world. I still have the motivation. Even being out for 4 months, I've tried to find ways to change myself as a player so I can still do what I did. I'm certain I'll be fine once I'm back on the pitch. And what does he mean by that? You know, that change myself as a player. I wonder if he just meant not now, but over the past year or two to adapt his game. Yeah, I think he'd be something like that. And I think he will be fine for what it's worth. I've got no doubt that the KDB will reach his ability and get back fully where he was. I'm looking forward to see how he comes back, you know. I'm looking forward to see how he comes back. I think he'll be great. Pete's just raised a good point. We literally just won the treble. Yeah, and there's a lot of moaning always. But the moaning will never stop. No rest for the wicked and all that kind of stuff. It is what it is. But this is just a quick video about guys. So to sort of summarise, you know, I do think Kimmich, I think there's something in that potentially. I do reckon that, you know, if Kimmich did leave Bayern, City would be all over them. I think they all would be. Oh, Scott, my man. Oh, what a legend. Scott dishing out memberships. Why is it not showing up? It's not showing it. 1 second. Let me just kind of get it on screen if I can. Why is the scores from there? Where is the super chat thing? There we go. It should be showing it now. Scott, you legend, man. Scott's just dishing out the memberships. Who's got a membership? He's giving one to Elder. Nice. Beppy. Nice. E-Ink, Thomas Farrell, and Mark and Carl Askew. All names that I know. It's nice to see names that I know in there as well, getting that. Apparently, I can gift memberships as well now. I can gift them. I don't know how to do it, but I can gift them out as well. So I'll try and do it every now and then. How do I do it? I have an option to do it. I'll try and give them out once a month. I don't know how to do it, but apparently I can do. But Scott's a legend anyway. Big Denemy energy always. Scott is the man indeed, John. What a legend. I don't know how to do it, mate. I would give you Michael Amadeus, but I don't know how to do it. Michael Amadeus. Or is it Michelle Amadeus? I saw an update about YouTube about it, but I'm not ready how to do it yet. And I will definitely do that. Scott, you're a legend as always. Look, to me, like, I'm feeling pretty positive about everything right now. I really genuinely enjoyed. Wow, I'm tired. Enjoyed the game the other night, and it sort of left me in a good kind of place. During the game was just that satisfying that you it sort of reinvigorates your energy a little bit, because the performances haven't been great recently, but I really did enjoy the Red Star game. It was really good fun. It was just good vibes, you know, good energy. And of course, we've got the Club World Cup coming up, linked to people like Kimmich, De Bruyne coming back. I just think we're in a good place. I really do look forward to this weekend's game. I'll do my match preview tomorrow morning, by the way. I'll do a live chat tomorrow morning. For now, though, I'm going to leave the video here because I'm going to go out for a pint with some mates. Not done that in ages. It's been months since I saw mates for a pint, so I need that desperately. So for now, though, I want to say thank you guys for watching this video. You're superstars. I need a pint. I'm going to end this video on the picture of the Drippy Santa again because he's absolutely ace, which is this is a great way to end this video, you know. If your Santa is this, if you've got a Santa near you and he's as cool as this, you're very lucky. You're very lucky. Scott, you're a legend, man. Guys, I need a pint. I'm going to go in a bit. Big up to Drippy Santa because that is the Santa I met today and he's just the coolest dude in the world. I mean, look at his hat, man. Look at that. Look at his hat. He's got his little sequin eye thing on his head going off. It's Dumbledore meets Santa. For now, in a bit, up the Blues. See you tomorrow for the watch along. I'll be live nice and early for the match preview. Bye-bye. Come on, City.